Good morning, friends. It's May from Black Mountain Faith, and today I want to take a closer look at John 8:32. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. What I noticed today after reading this verse is that I always thought of truth as something you learn. You study it, you memorize it, and you search for it. But today I found myself wondering if truth is also something we learn to become trusting of. Jesus didn't simply say his words were true. He said the truth would set us free. That made me stop for a minute. Maybe freedom doesn't begin when my circumstances change. Maybe it begins when I finally believe what God says more than what my fears say. And they say a lot. My fears tell me I'm not enough, but I have to remember God says I am his workmanship. My fears tell me I'll never be able to change, but God says he is faithful to finish the work he started in me. My fear reminds me of yesterday. Truth reminds me that God's mercies are new every single morning. I realize today that every voice in my life is asking for my attention. Some voices in my mind create anxiety, others create doubt. Some convince me to keep carrying burdens Jesus has already asked me to lay down. But Jesus' voice always seems different. It doesn't shout at me. It gently calls me back to what has always been true. Maybe that's why spending time in God's Word feels differently than simply reading another book. The Bible isn't just giving me more information. It's quietly reshaping the way I see God, myself, and the world around me. Today I'm asking the Lord to help me recognize his truth more quickly than I recognize and give attention to my fears, because when his truth becomes louder than any of my worries, I know freedom follows. My fears speak very loudly, and my doubt speaks way too often. But God's truth remains steady. Today, I choose to believe what he says over what my fears whisper, and that's something I'm going to carry with me from this day forward. I need to always trust and believe what he says over what fear whispers to the back of my mind. Before we wrap up this video today, friends, I would like you to just reflect on one simple question. What truth from God's Word do you need to believe today instead of the voice of fear, doubt, or discouragement that you hear in the back of your mind? I pray that the truth never changes, even when our feelings and circumstances do. That we recognize God's voice above every other voice competing for our attention today and every day for the rest of our life. I hope you found this helpful today, and I will see you tomorrow, my friends.